Hello, I'm the Canarian, and this is my very first kind of, what's going on my channel vlog, so to speak. And I'm just doing this very off the bat, so, give me a moment if I do one or R. Just want to say that the reason why my videos have not continued as they should have this week, not even one a day for Monday or Tuesday, is because I've been ill recently, and that's caused some issues. I do have some videos, but I haven't had the chance to edit them while I've been ill. So, therefore, things haven't been going on schedule. I should be back on schedule today, which should be a Wednesday, when this gets put up, and back on schedule for Thursday and Friday, and back on schedule for next week, and unless anything resurfaces. Also, I wanted to just use this chance to really give you an idea of what's going on with the channel. Basically, I'm at, I think, 46 subscribers or something like that now. I don't have the number to hand, but something like that. That's really good. I really am proud of that number. I've seen other people shoot up way faster, and other people not even manage to crawl up to that number. So I'm really glad I'm progressing at a steady pace, in my opinion. And it's really good to be able to share these videos with you guys, because it's really good to know that they're appreciated. Crusader Kings, that Let's Play is still coming along. We've had King John the Bold die. That was interesting, and I'm glad he did die, because now we're king. I was hoping one of the two characters died, and they did finally. Just, I was starting to think that they would never, keel off, really. And now we're playing as King Pate. Yes, King Pate the Noble. And that's going to be an interesting play, and got some more coming with that. Oh, some things in my room desperately trying to attack me because they want to be in the video. Even though this isn't a video, it's just voice. Anyway, so yeah, that's Crusader Kings, so there'll be more of that coming out. Again, I'm going to try and keep that every single day. But of course, there's probably going to be a game coming out soon, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I am going to be doing a Let's Play of that. That's going to be interesting. If my software causes problems, which I know it does with some games, then it may be delayed a bit further than some other YouTubers' Let's Plays, but I will be doing that, and I will be trying to get one night in each part, but I doubt I'll be able to get it straight away, and it's really interesting looking at that. If you've seen all the sneak peeks so far, I haven't, honestly. The most interesting thing for me is that it looks like the main thing at the moment is the hybrid character. Seems to be a mix-up of all the various different characters thus far, except for the marionette, and I haven't seen the marionette anywhere, so that's interesting, and it'd be interesting to see if the marionette does reappear in this. I would assume they would, because I assume this is the one that's going to wrap it all up. I would hope that Scott wouldn't drag it on further than this. I feel it's coming to its natural conclusion about now. But yeah, so that's happening. Also, depth gameplay. I may upload some more of that. I still enjoy the game. I still play the game. Problem is that at the moment I live in a house with I think it's 7 other people. So you can imagine the internet gets rather strained sometimes. So I don't know whether I'll be able to find a good time to be able to get that recording done and get it up immediately. But hopefully I should have one up for this week. I don't know, maybe 1, 2, or maybe even 3. It depends how well things turn out. And I'm glad jumping to another game immediately here. I've got a lot of things to cover. Game of Thrones episode 2. Glad we got that up. I hope you enjoyed that. It seems like you did. Very good story development thus far. Song at the end was almost a bit awkward for me. I was kind of sitting there going, well, this is anticlimactic, but that's the game. And I know that some people have an issue with the game because they feel that the choices aren't important, and to a degree I can get what people are getting at there. But at the moment I feel that the game makes reference and takes your choices in enough for me to feel like it's still worth playing. If it ever becomes, to me, like, if I ever feel like it's not worth playing anymore, then I will stop playing the game, and I will make you guys aware that there is a reason why I have stopped playing the game and explain to you. Though I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they do have good story development that keeps me, enthralled, really. I don't know why people are complaining so much. I mean, it's not like every single game nowadays, and I know that games really should, in my opinion, struggle to be more interactive, but not everything nowadays in the media is interactive. I mean, we all watch movies and we all watch TV series where we don't have any choice of how the story ends. We just go along for the ride, and that's what this is, except for you get to have one or two, bits of input where you can choose to flip tables and such. And I do encourage you to go and look at these videos and enjoy them for yourselves. On to some, just talking about vlogs in general. I might be putting up some vlogs soon. It depends. I'm currently in my work. It stops me from being able to record vlogs on a day-by-day basis. I may start doing something at the end of the week on a Saturday, uploading it in the Saturday-Sunday area, about things that have gone on in the week, because really, I don't get the chance to with my work in the middle of the week. It's, I come home and I'm exhausted, and I know that's probably the same for a load of people, and I just can't do it. Not with all the other things that are going on. But yeah, one of the vlogs I would love to do, and I'm hoping to do from March the 1st, is do a countdown to the general election, because I don't know if you know, but I live in the UK. We've got a general election coming up, big important event in our world here, our little world of England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, and it's going to be happening on May the 7th, and the real campaign, I would say, the short campaign, I think it does actually start on March the 1st, and I'd hope to do daily countdown to the general election vlogs, give you an idea of what the news stories are of the day, how they will affect things, what things look like they're going at the moment, looking at some polling that goes on, commentary, and also hopefully having a very good breakdown of the various parties' manifestos. And I'll probably only focus on the 5 main parties as I see them at the moment, which would be Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrat, UKIP and the Greens. I may look further beyond to the regional parties and some of the more minor parties, but only if that was requested by people. The SNP, I think I would have to look at their manifesto for looking at the possible outcomes of a general election if I was going to give commentary on that, because obviously one of the most likely outcomes would be a Labour SNP coalition. But jumping off politics, if that isn't your cup of tea, looking at games that I am looking at the moment to maybe have a little touch of. I've got lots of old games. I've got some games which I do really enjoy, like My Civilization 5, a newer game, Red Orchestra Rising Storm, Red Orchestra 2, that kind of stuff. I have Victoria 2, which I was trying to make a mod for at some point. I do have also a few political games. Have Papers, Please. That's a brilliant game. But yes, if anybody would want to, any games that you would want me to maybe play, just please throw them out there if you think that they'd be of interest to me, and I'll decide whether or not they are and maybe play them for your entertainment. Then there's The Witcher 3 that I'm looking at. I love the Witcher world. Have to admit, I didn't actually manage to finish The Witcher 2. Took so much time, and then I started working, and it started taking a lot of time out of my casual leisure life, so I couldn't do it. But I know the general story, so going into Witcher 3 is going to be really interesting, especially because if they've done what I think they've done, which is make it really, as they seem to have suggested, properly open world, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be basically what I wanted Skyrim to be, which is to be a much deeper, fuller, world, basically. Although it's not going to be exactly what I would have liked, my ideal deep dark fantasy of a fantasy world, which would be everything being dynamically simulated and everything, but that's just because I'm a geek who has ridiculously high expectations of some games. Another game, though, that's out at the moment, though, that I was looking at was Grey Goo, and that's an interesting strategy game from the people who made, what was it called? this game basically where you had 4 alien forces fighting over Earth, and it was really interesting. One of them was a much more, traditional aliens invade Earth kind of faction, and they had these giant, massive moving walkers that, were just nigh indestructible and destroyed everything, and they were great, and they were a kind of hard-hitting faction. You had another one which was a, technological faction which sped around a lot and quick-moving, high number, had some interesting dynamics whereby they could instantly transport their units around through a use of these pylon things. And there's other faction which had which is another quite strong faction, which was like an Atlantis kind of faction, Earth Defender peoples, almost like gods, and they had these two form things where they could transform from one state which would make them faster and shoot faster or something like that, and then another state which would make them more damaging and slower and tougher. I don't know, but they made that game. I think it was Earth Universe at War, something like that, or Universe at War Earth Assault, something like that. You can go and Google it. But they made this game called Grey Goo, and it looks really good. It looks really interesting. And I won't explain it. You can look it up on YouTube. You should know about it now if you're interested in the strategy genre. But yeah, I've been looking at that, considering whether or not to delve into that. And if you guys think I should, then give me a thumbs up, and I probably will. It's just that, at the moment, it's just a question of, will I really be interested? If you guys think I will, considering what I play at the moment, and considering what you maybe know about me, if you've watched my videos that much, then give me advice, or tell me what kind of thing you think it is, or if you've got it, how it plays out for you. But yeah, I hope this has given you a good update on my channel, and a good idea of where things are hopefully heading, and what I hope to do in the future, and why there hasn't been any videos out earlier this week, and why there was a little disruption later last week. Now I hope you have a better idea, and just remember, this is all a work in progress. I'm still not even 2 months fully into my channel, or at least the relaunch of it. I have got some older videos which I did when I was much younger, and yeah, so let's wrap this up. Please do like this, share it to anybody who you think might be interested. Also, do subscribe. You can click the button that's just below the video, and it really does help out, really does keep the channel going. And yeah, I hope you enjoy what's coming up later. Thank you very much. Have fun.